Hey, welcome to part 3 of the Oliver Legacy Elite 2 series that I have on the 2017 models, and today we're going to be going through the hot water system and decalcifying the Truma AquaGo Comfort Instant Hot Water Heater. And so what I have is one box of the tablets, the Decalcification tablets. Let's take a look. Okay, so basically you open the package and then you're going to have your 6 tablets that you put in outside, and they give you a bunch of these tags so you can put them on your hot water faucets so that nobody will come in and turn on hot water, because you don't want anybody touching anything during the decalcification process. Okay, next you want to turn off your switch. And my switch is right here. I have it off the wall for you guys, and because I'm replacing the wire, you want to make sure it's turned off to the off position. You can see this is off. You got clean on the bottom and your other settings up top. And so it's working out well that I have the switch off. But you have to turn this off in 2 places. So remember to turn it off inside first. Leave your water off. You can take your tags if you want and mark your water inside now. But with me, I'm the only one in here, everybody else is outside. I'm not having to worry about this. So I'm just gonna throw this tag on real quick. Actually, I'll do it when we come back in, because we got stuff to do outside first. Let's go. Okay, I've already got the door loose. We'll pull the door off. Lift it up, lift it down. So you got your door open, and you got your 3 settings. You have on, off, and on. And without the switch working inside, on is eco up here, and on down here is the comfort mode. So you kind of need to know that. If your switch is not working, you can still use your water heater. You just can't clean it until you get the switch fixed, which is what we're doing today. So you have, this is the switch plug right here. I've got the other one just quickly wired into the house. And so we're going to turn this off. And now we have to go drain the water pressure off. I'm going to turn off the water real quick. I'm going to drain the water pressure off. Then I'm going to come right back. All you have to do to drain off the water pressure is open a valve. Let's go do that real quick. And what we're going to do is, since we have this, is just walk out back over here. Turn off the water valve. Make sure your pump's off inside. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use the shower. And see, I already had it marked, but we'll pull that off here in the shower. And then just turn on the hot water. And then just drain it. Do both. Until all the pressure is off. Got that done. Throw the marker on there. And we'll go back to the other side. Okay, so next we're going to get ready to set up our tablets and put them in. First thing I'm going to do is hit the pressure relief valve, just to make sure there is no more pressure on this. And so this is a pressure relief valve right here. I'm going to get a little bit of water out of there, but not much. You don't have to do it this way, but it's like, why not? This way I know I have all the pressure taken off. Flip it back down, it's good to go. Then I can open this up and let the rest of the water drain out. Notice I have my feet out of the way. Yes, this is not the first time I've had this open. It takes a couple minutes to drain out. And also, this is the filter. So what's going on here is you want to wash this filter, make sure it's clean. Mine, it's clean. And this is the same clean it's been for the last 6 months. I haven't had one speck in there yet. Okay? Okay, it takes about 10 minutes for the tablets to work their way in. And, you know, they are toxic, and you don't want to get red dye on your fingers, so use gloves and safety glasses if you have them. And these are just the same gloves that I use for doing the tank and draining my black tank. So your 6 tablets are going to fit in here, okay? We're just going to put them down in here one at a time. Okay, so we're putting the last one in. They're going to dissolve, so we got them in there. So you take this and you put it back in the same way. Lock it into place. And now we have to go put water back in the system. Alright, putting water back into the system is really simple. Just make sure your faucet is turned on. Let it run until it spits and gets all the air out. See, I got a little bit of a pink dye to it. That's the color coming out. And that's okay. Okay. Then I did the same thing in the sink. Pretty much what's going on here now is we have the decalcification tablets inside, so it will decalcify all the water tubes inside the little tiny boiler, which is all that is. It's a little tiny water tube boiler. And you can probably Google that and find out more about little water tube boilers. Basically, it's the water goes through the tubes in the boiler and there's fire around it, and that's what creates the instant heat. Make sure everything's labeled, and I have extra ones of these. They gave me like 5 of these, so I got plenty of extras. I put one on the shower, one on the outside shower, and one here in the kitchen, and that's the only 3 spots that I have. And of course, one out on the water heater itself, but nobody's going to be touching that because this is what we're doing. And it takes about 3 hours to do this, to decalcify it. So all I have to do now to start it is take my switch and turn it down to clean. And there, it's coming on. And it's starting its thing. And that's it. We're just going to let it sit and let it do its thing. Well, it's been 3 hours. I came out here, a couple hours later, and it had started blinking, letting me know it was done. Because it says it will blink fast, like this. Instead of slow like it was before when we first started it, when it was on, off, on, about 1 second intervals. It lets you know that it's done when it starts blinking fast like this. So that's a good thing. Now all we got to do is drain the system. We leave it turned on, okay? So I'm just going to set this back down. Okay. So I have it set up to where you can see the light blinking and the faucet, and I still have my decalcification tag on there, so turn on the water and wait for the light to stop blinking. And you can see the water is kind of off color. In fact, if you look down in the sink, that's what we're getting out of it, is that pinkish red color of the water. And what it's going to do is drain all the way out. You can see it coming out pink right there on the faucet. So that's kind of nice having the switch out so we can see both at the same time. It said it takes about 8 gallons of water for it to stop, so once it stops blinking, we'll be done. When I was reading up on this, and it was talking about getting the calcium out, it said that out of regular water heaters you'll get big chunks of calcium come out. So this one here with the chemical we put in is designed to dissolve the calcium all the way. So yeah, the water hasn't slowed down, the light's still blinking. Been, like a minute and a half. So hopefully this light stops blinking here pretty quick, because we're just going to sit here and wait until our whole system is clear. Okay, it's been over 5 minutes. The light is still blinking. And it says right here, rinsing the system, you'll need about 8 gallons of water. Dispose of it, in accordance with local laws, blah, blah, blah. Task within the RV. Open all water release points. Run the water until status 3 LED, number 3, goes out. Okay. Oh, look at that, it went out finally. Wow, that took a long time. It just went out just now. I had it actually turned away while I was talking, because I didn't think it was going to go out. I thought it had been running so long that it was just going to go ahead and keep running. So it finally did go out. It's good I waited a little bit extra longer. I figured I'd just let it run for 10 minutes if needed to, because I just got the drain open and it's running directly down the drain right now. So that means that we're done with this part. Now we got to go outside and clean the filter again and do that and set it up for the outside. So you know what? You never know what's going to happen the first time around. I just figured I'd wait until it goes out, I didn't think it would take, 6 minutes. Well, actually, I can read it right here on the clock. 7 minutes and 30 seconds, so it was about 6 minutes and 45 seconds before the yellow light actually went out. So that's pretty cool. Now we know. Hey, you know what? You learn at the same time I do. That's how we do things here. And I love this water heater. The instant water, the hot water heater is just, the endless shower is just the way to go. You just can't beat it. I guess I can turn off the kitchen faucet now, huh? Yeah. It's not going to hurt to let it run a little bit longer, And all you're doing is getting any extra out that might be in there. Of course, after 8 minutes, it's going to be out anyway, So anyway, yeah, you know what that means? The directions are right. Let's go outside. Okay, it says run water until status LED 3 goes out, then set the control panel to off. So let's set the control panel to off, turn off the water, and then go outside, and then we'll do the other. So, all right, here we are. And let's get kitchen lights back on. First of all, we'll turn off the water. And then here's our switch. We don't need to have it sitting up here anymore. I have it upside down, so we're on clean. I'm going to go up 2 clicks to off. And now, wow, it actually worked like it was supposed to. Imagine that. Outside we go. Yeah, I need glasses nowadays. Back when I started doing these movies 11, 12 years ago, I looked a lot younger back then, But I have a good life still. Maybe much better nowadays with Karen, my new wife. I just want to throw that in there because I really love you a lot, Karen, And it's been really good. Okay, you can see that the ES LED 2 is blinking red like it's supposed to. Oh. Okay, so we drained it, got all the water pressure off, turned the power off. Now it's time to bleed it. Get all that nice pink stuff out of there. Look at that. The last of the pink stuff's coming out. And to make it faster, we'll just go ahead and pull this out now. And hey, look at that. Now we got some calcium buildup on there. Yeah, I'll probably have to rinse it a couple times. We'll see. So I'm going to run inside and rinse this off inside in the house because I got my gloves on and I don't want to take a chance on, getting anything on me. And I don't think that there is anything in here that can bother me, but we'll leave the gloves on since I have them. And did you have fish for dinner last night, dear? Okay, it's all clean, and one of the things they wanted you to do was check and make sure there wasn't any more tablets in there. Make sure they're all gone when you rinse it out. Well, you know, it's like 4 hours later, so yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of tablets left in there. In fact, there wasn't anything left in there at all. It worked out really good, and we're all clean. So, back to it. Just gonna put this back together. Oh, let's look at the O-rings. Yeah, those are O-rings, all right. Everything's nice and clean. Just goes in, slide it in. Oh, make sure it locks into place, and push it up, lock it in. Then I'm going to turn the water on and bleed the system again. And you guys know how to do that. I'm just going to turn the faucet on in the kitchen and in the bathroom. You know, bleed the system again. And then we'll see what the indicator light says inside. That's next. Now, since Paula's here, she said, fill a clean glass of water, let it settle, and let's see if anything comes out. This is just after my second rinse. Okay, so there's the hot water. We gotta let air get out of it first. And then well, let's wait like 5 minutes and see what happens, you know. The water looks totally clear right now, but it may have a pinch of red to it. I don't know. We got so much stuff going on in here. I got red towels and stuff and all Karen's colors. So yeah, that's it. We're done. We're just going to wait, make sure it's clean, and then I'll try drinking it. Okay, does it look like it has a reddish tint to you? It kind of looks red to me, but... I don't see anything on the bottom whatsoever, you know. I mean, it looks totally clean, totally clear, the water's good, and this is regular water. You know, I should get a straw and taste it through my nose first, huh? Yeah, I need glasses nowadays, you know. I keep trying to do it without glasses, but I can't see. I'm chicken to taste this, if you can't tell. Ugh. You know, I just can't honestly say that it's totally clean yet. I can't. I mean, you can see that it's clean from here. Well, I've rinsed it twice completely, like it said to do in the instructions. But the water here tastes pretty darn good. And this still tastes just a little bit unrefined, I guess would be what you say. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it one more time, a third time. Okay, so looks good. Tastes like water. So yeah, looks good. That works. And that's it. For that part, now we just gotta turn it on. And we'll test hot water. So let's go to oh, you hear that? Water's coming on. We are now in comfort mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to get thermometer and we're going to test and see how fast we get hot water here to the sink. Okay, you can see it's 69 degrees and water is set on comfort, so it should be staying at 113 degrees on its own, and it should kick on and come on up to 120. And it's been off for about 45 minutes, just sitting here, and so I'm going to hold this here immediately and let's see what we got for a quick test. How fast do we get the hot water? Oh, pretty fast. 80, 97. Oh, I can feel it. It's getting warm already. I'm going to turn this down so it's pointing down, not running on me. 105. So this is probably getting to your 113 degree water, and this is where it's sitting at right now. And then it comes on its own. So that's pretty fast. It went right on up to 109. 112. It should. There it goes. With the water running, I can't hear if it came on, but obviously it did come on. 117 is plenty. Yeah, it's too hot to keep your hands in. 120. Supposedly it maxes out around 120. Let's just keep going, and we'll see when it does max out. We'll give it a couple more seconds. See if it goes any higher. 120.7 looks like it right now. Took it out for a minute. A little more, 121. So it definitely takes a while to get up to complete temperature, but when you have it on comfort mode, it does come right on, you know, in just a few seconds. And I think that's about it. 122.5, 122.7, still going up a little, I guess. Of course, it could be depending on where I have it sitting in there. 122.9. You know, but what has it been? 2 minutes, and it's still going up a little bit, but not a whole lot. 123. I mean, basically, it's, you know, you get to 120, that's supposed to be it. Okay, that's good. Good enough. Okay, so that's all about the Truma AquaGo Comfort Model hot water heater, the endless hot water heater. It gives you endless water to take a shower with as long as you open up your drain. I've got a 32.5 gallon gray water tank, and if I want to take a 65 gallon shower, which I do every now and again for fun, just get in there and turn the hot water on, let it run for half an hour. Well, maybe not quite that long, 15 minutes anyway. If I'm hooked up somewhere, I just go ahead and I open up the gray water and let it just run on out, and that way you can just go ahead and shower as long as you want. And that is the beauty of having the instant hot water heater in your water heater. You're not stuck to the 6 gallons like we all have been for so many years, you know, with our Suburban water heaters or whatever brand that you have. I've had Suburban water heaters for years, and that was one thing. You know, Karen would get in the shower, and then she'd get out, and then we'd wait, and then I'd get in, and 5 minutes later I'd get out cold because I didn't wait long enough. And with this, she can get in, she showered just before I did, then I got in and showered, and I mean, she even dyed her hair in there today, you know. And you don't have any worries with a Truma AquaGo. You know, you have endless hot water as long as you take care of your machine, which is what we did today. And that's it. That's all about the Truma AquaGo. You guys have a good one.